when I was in, like both the names are famous, Gajendra Moksha, Gajagraha. When I was a child, I heard this story with this name, Gaja and Graha. Graha means crocodile. So till text 3 we did yesterday, Maharaj Parikshit asked various question regarding the other Manus in the past and regarding the future Manus and present Manus. Okay, so that was the questions, and now Sukdev Goswami is going to reply on questions of Maharaj Parikshit. Okay, so because till now he explained only about 1 month, so now he has to explain about 13 more. So he will tell that in the, everything in the short. Okay, so yesterday I explained you the whole summary of 8th canto. So in this 8th canto, there will be basically one first Gajendra Moksha, then Samudra Manthan, then Bali and Vaman story, and then little bit about Matsya out. Okay, that's what mainly in this is going to be discussed. Now we will discuss from chapter first, shloka number 4. Sukdev Goswami start describing about the son of about Yajna. So still, I mean, little more explanation. Already, like Svyambhuva Manu explanation was going on. So he had 3 daughters, Akuti, Prasuti, Devuti. So Devuti's son Kapil Dev is already explained in detail. Now here another Akuti, another daughter's son Yajna, his little pastimes will be explained here, and then he will move to the next Manu. Okay, text 4. Sri Rishiruvacha Manvosmin Vaitita Shatkалпе Svyambhuvaदयः आद्यस्ते कथितो यत्र देवादीनां च संभवः. Sri Rishivacha, the great same Shuddha Goswami said, Manavaha Manus Asmin during this period, 1 day of Brahma, Vatitaha already passed 6 kalpe in this duration of Brahma's day. Svyambhuva Manu Adya and others. Adya, the first one, Svyambhu, Te unto you, Katha, I have already discussed. Yatra, where Dev Adina, of all the demigods, also Sambhavada. So the Goswami said, Sukdev Goswami said, in the present Kalpa, there have already been 6 months. I have described to you in the present Kalpa. So in one Kalpa means, you don't have to get confused with the term Kalpa. Kalpa means the day of Brahma. Okay, 1 day of Brahma. Okay. So in he's saying that in the present Kalpa, that means present day of Brahma, there have already been 6 months. 6 months time is already gone. I have described to you Svyambhuva Manu and the appearance of many demigods. In this Kalpa of Brahma, Svyambhuva is the first. Akutyam Devutyam cha Dvitrostasya Vaimanuham Dharma Jnanopadeshartam Bhagavan Putratangatah. Akutyam, from the womb of Akuti, Devutyam cha, and from the womb of Devuti, Duhitro of the 2 daughters Tasya, of him by indeed Manu of Svyambhuva Manu. Dharma, religion, Jnana, and knowledge of Deshartam for instructing Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Putratam, sonhood under Akuti and Devuti. Svyambhuva Manu had 2 daughters named Akuti and Devuti. Okay. From there, actually 2 name is given here. From their wombs, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as 2 sons named Yajnamuti and Kapila, respectively. Okay, so these 2 names are here, but daughters were 3. Prasuti was also. So these sons were interested with teaching about religion and knowledge. Okay. So Devuti's son was Kapila and Akuti's son was Yajnamuti. Both are incarnation of Krishna. Devuti's son was known as Kapila and Akruti's son was known as Yagni. Both of them taught about religion and philosophical knowledge. Kritam pura bhagavata kapilasya anuvarnitam akhyasya bhagavan yachakara kurutva. Kritam already done pura before bhagavata of the Supreme Personality, Kapilasya, Kapila son of Devati, anuvarnitam fully described. Akhyase, I shall describe you. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality, but Yagya, the name of Yagyapati or Yagyamurti, Yat, whatever Chakra executed Guru, best of the best of the Gurus, I have already described in the third canto, okay, the activities of Kapila, the son of Devati. Now I shall describe the activities of Yagyapati, the son of Dahu. So this is another incarnation of Krishna, named is Yagya. That's why another name Yagya means Krishna. Okay, so like that you can understand, like there may be many incarnations. Some people may think only there are 10 incarnations, or there are 12, 40, 24. They have some number. They say that many incarnations are there. That's it. No, there are many infinite number of incarnations are there. Okay, many people don't know this. Upendra, Satyasena, Yagya, and Hari, and Vaikuntha. These all incarnation happened. People don't know. Okay, so this all will come in Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam, that is why it gives the pure knowledge. It dissipates all the ignorance. Text 7. Virakta kama bhogeshu shatrupa pati prabhu visricha rajyam tapse savaryo vanam avishat. Virakta, without attachment, kam bhogeshu in sense gratification in grihastha life, shatrupa pati, the husband of Shatrupa, named Svyambhuva Prabhu, who was the master or king of the world, Visricha, after renouncing totally Rajyam, his kingdom, Tapse, for practicing austerity, Savharya with his wife, Vanam, the forest, Avishat entered. Svyambhuva Manu, the husband of Shatrupa, you should remember now third canto. Okay, Svyambhuva Manu, the husband of Shatrupa, was by nature not at all attached to enjoyment of the senses. Thus, he gave up his kingdom of sense enjoyment and entered the forest with his wife to practice austerities. Okay, so in fourth canto, you heard about Uttanpad, Dhruva, Prachetas, Prachin Barhi, Vena, all those, and then Priyavrat, Bharat Maharaj, all those things were under one Manu, Svyambhuva Manu. Okay, they are his son, grandson, and like that. Okay, Kapil Dev, everything under Devati Karna, everything under Svyambhuva Manu. Okay, now that Svyambhuva Manu renounced and went to forest. Okay, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 4.2, Evam Parampara Praptam Evam Rajarsha. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of this success, and the same king understood in that way. All the Manus were perfect king. They were Raja Rishis. In other words, although they held post as king of the world, they were as good as great saints. So Raj Rishi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Imam Raja Rishi. So Raj Rishi means king. He's king, but his qualities are like a saint, Rishi. So he's called Raj Rishi. Svyambhuva Manu, for example, was the emperor of the world. Yet he had no desire for sense gratification. This is the meaning of monarchy. The king of the country or the emperor of the empire must be so trained that by nature he renounces sense gratification. By nature. After some time, by nature, he feels that I have to renounce it. Okay, so sometimes the very nice example is given to understand this. Like in the morning, everyone feels by nature they feels to go and pass a stool, right? So it's just by nature they feel, let me renounce this stool from my stomach, right? And after they pass stool, people feel very relaxed, very relieved, right? Oh, so nice. Nobody feel, Array, today I left my stool so lost, thinking about the stool that I lost. No, it's not like that. People feel even happy that it is gone. And if it is not going properly, then this is a cult disease. They feel problem, right? So this material, after some time, anyway, you need it, right? Material things you need for your upliftment of Krishna consciousness. So you take everything, your responsibilities, your duties. But when time comes, like one releases his tool in the morning, same way one should renounce all material things, house, family, property, everything. One should feel by nature. One should feel that now I should release it, leave it, like that, like a stool. And like nobody thinks after releasing his stool, nobody thinks about his stool, right? How was it? Oh, so wonderful it was in my stomach. Wow. Nobody thinks like that. God, just don't even talk about it, right? Same way one should release, leave this all material things. Understand? That's why it is said that king, not only everyone should be trained so that by nature he renounces sense gratification. It is not that because one becomes king, he should unnecessarily spend money for sense gratification. As soon as kings became degraded, spending money for sense gratification, they were lost. Similarly, at the present moment, monarchy having been lost, the people have created democracy, which is also failing. Now, by the laws of nature, the time is coming when dictatorship will put the citizens into more and more difficulty. If the king or dictator individually or the members of the government collectively cannot maintain the state or kingdom according to the rules of Manu Samhita, certainly their government will not endure. Okay. Sunandayam Varshasatam Padaikein Bhubam Isparshan Tapyamanas Ghoram Idam Anvaha Bharata. Sunandayam, on the bank of the river Sunanda, Varshasatam, for 100 years, on one leg, Bhumam, the earth, Isparshan, touching. Tapyamana, he performed austerities, tapaha, austerities, Ghoram, very severe, Idam, the following, Anvaha, and so Bharata, O son of Bharat, after Svyambhuva Manu had thus entered the forest with his wife, he stood on one leg on the bank of the river Sunanda, and in this way, with only one leg touching the earth, he performed great austerities for 100 years. While performing these austerities, he spoke as follows. Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur comments that the word Anva means that he chanted or murmured to himself, not that he lectured. So he was praying like that. Okay, he was not giving a class kind of thing, but he was in him, he was speaking these prayers. Manuru Vacha. So now his prayers will go 5, 6 sloka, 8 sloka, 9 to 16. 8. Manuruvacha yena chetyate vishwam chetyate nayam yo jagrati shayanesmin nyayam tam veda saha. Shri Manuruvacha chanted yena by the personality word chetyate is brought into animation vishwam, the whole universe, vishwam, the whole universe. The material world chetyate animates not yam he whom yaha he who jagrati is always awake, watching all activities shayane, while sleeping asmin in this body, not I am this living entity, him Veda knows Sahahi. Lord Manu said, the supreme living being has created this material world of animation. Krishna created. It is not that he was created by this material world. Krishna created material world, not material world created Krishna. Okay, when everything is silent, the supreme being stays awake as a witness. The living entity does not know him, Krishna, but he knows everything. Living entity don't know Krishna, but Krishna knows everything. Here is a distinction between the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the living entities. Nitya Nityanam Chetnashit. What is the difference between me and Krishna? Soul and Krishna. Here it is explained. According to the Vedic version, the Lord is the supreme eternal, the supreme living being. The difference between the supreme being and the ordinary living being is that when this material world is annihilated, all the living entities remain silent in oblivion. in a dreaming or unconscious condition, whereas the Supreme Being stays awake as the witness of everything. Okay, this material world is created, it stays for some time, and then it is annihilated. Throughout these changes, however, the Supreme Being remains awake. Krishna is always awake. He's noticing everything, witnessing. In the material world, in the material condition of all living entities, there are three stages of dreaming. When the material world is awake and put in working order, this is a kind of dream, a waking dream. When the living entities go to sleep, they dream again. And when unconscious at the time of annihilation, when this world is manifested, they enter another stage of dream. This stage of dream. Okay. When sleep, when they are in the material world, and when they are after annihilation, they are in unconscious sleep. At any stage in the material world, therefore, they are all dreaming. In the spiritual world, however, everything is awake. So when the annihilation happened, now after that, living entity is in the material world only, but unconscious states. Okay, Krishna is awake. And when again it will be created material world, then these unconscious living entity again be put into the universe, and they will again come with their karma and sabhava with somebody. आत्मावास्यम इदम विश्वम यत् किंचित जगत्याम जगत तेन त्यक्तेन भुंजीता मा दुदा कस्य स्विद्धनम. Okay, similar verse like Ishopnisha. Atma, the super soul, avasyam, living everywhere. Idam, this in Vishwam, all places, yet whatever kinchit everything that exists. Jagatyam, this world, everywhere, jagat, everything animate and inanimate. Tena vahim tektena allotted punjita. You may enjoy ma do not do dakas except customers with the property. Within this universe, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna in his super soul feature is present everywhere. Wherever there are animate or inanimate beings, therefore one should accept only that which is allotted to him. One should not desire to infringe upon the property of others. Everyone should take their quota, not others. Having described the situation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as transcendental, Svyambhuva Manu, for the instruction of the sons and grandsons in his dynasty, is now describing all the property of the universe as belonging to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Manu's instructions are not only for his sons and grandsons, but for all of human society. The word mana, or in Sanskrit Manushya, has been derived from the name Manu. Okay, we are all called Manushya because we are from Manu. Okay, so has been derived from the name Manu, for all the members of human society are descendant of the original Manu. So Manu is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 4.1, where the Lord says, Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham apyam vivasvan manave praha manurichvahu apravid. I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivasvan, and Vivasvan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. Svyambhuva Manu and Vivasvat Manu have similar duties. Vivasvat Manu was born of the sun god Vivasvan, and his son was Ikshvaku, the king of the earth. Since Manu is understood to be the original father of humanity, human society should follow his instruction. Okay, so everybody thinks that I should follow my father's instruction. So why to follow only father's instruction? Why not follow father's father and father's father and father's father? And like that, when you go, Manu is the father for everyone. Everybody descended from Manu. So that is why instructions of Manu are also should be followed. Svyambhuva Manu instructs that whatever exists not only in the spiritual world but even within this material world is the property of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is present everywhere as the Super Concept. Whatever is there, you see, everything belongs to Krishna, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Kshetrakim chapimam vidi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In every field, in other words, in every body, the Supreme Lord is existing as a super soul. The individual soul is given a body in which to live and act according to the instruction of the Supreme Person Krishna. And therefore, Supreme Person Krishna also exists within everybody. We should not think that we are independent. Rather, we should understand that we are allotted a certain portion of the total property of the Supreme Personality of God. Everything is Krishna's. We got little thing for our maintenance. Okay, like that we should. This understanding will lead to perfect communism. Communists think in terms of their own nations. But the spiritual communism instructed here is not only nation-wide but universal. Nothing belongs to any nation or any individual person. Everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Krishna. That is the meaning of this verse. Atma Vasam Idam Vishwam. Okay, that is the meaning of this verse. Whatever exists within this universe is the property of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The modern communistic theory and also the idea of the United Nations can be reformed, indeed rectified, by the understanding that everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. The Lord is not a creation of our intelligence, rather, He has created us. Atma Vasyam Idam Viswam, Isha Vasyam Idam Sat. This universal communism can solve all the problems of the world. Okay, nobody will fight. Whatever you, everything belongs to Krishna. Whatever I need, I will take. I will not take others' part. One should learn from the Vedic literature that one's body is also not the property of the individuals. Very nice. Our body does not belong to us. We are not even the proprietor of our body. What to speak of our property? People say, this is my home, this is my car, this is my wife, this is my child. All is fake. I am not even proprietor of this body. What to speak of other people? Okay. So one should learn this, that one's body is also not the property of the but is given to the individual soul according to his karma. Karmana daiva netrena jantur dehopattye. The 84 lakh different bodily forms are machines given to the individual soul. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridayasya arjun tishtati bhramyam sarva bhutani yantrabhutanani maya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. The Lord, as a super soul, sits in everyone's heart and observes the various desires of the individuals. The Lord is so merciful that He gives the living entity the opportunity to enjoy varieties of desires in suitable bodies, which are nothing but machines. Yantra Burhani Maya. These machines are manufactured by the material ingredients of the external energy, and thus the living entity in God or suffers according to his desires. This opportunity is given by the super soul. Everything belongs to the Supreme, and therefore one should not usurp another's property. We have a tendency to manufacture many things. Especially nowadays, we are building skyscrapers and developing other material facilities. We should know, however, that the ingredients of the skyscrapers and machines cannot be manufactured by anyone but the Supreme Personality of God. The whole world is nothing but a combination of the five material elements: Tejo, Vari, Mridam, Yatha. A skyscraper is a transformation of earth, water, and fire. Earth and water are combined and burnt into bricks by fire, and a skyscraper is essentially a tall construction of bricks. Although the bricks may be manufactured by man, the ingredients of the bricks are not manufactured by man. Okay, of course, man as a manufacturer may accept his salary from the Supreme. That is stated here. Tena taktena bunjita. One may construct a big skyscraper, but neither the constructor, the merchant, nor the worker can claim proprietorship. Nobody can claim. Proprietorship belongs to the person who has spent for the building, whose ingredient is there. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has manufactured water, earth, air, fire, and the sky. And one can use these and take a salary. Then taktina bunjita. So you just use them. Okay, you cannot say water I created. Okay. However, one cannot claim proprietorship. This is perfect communism. Our tendency to construct great buildings should be used only for constructing large and valuable temples in which to install the deity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Then our desire for construction will be fulfilled. Okay. Since all property belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything should be offered to the Lord and we should take only prasad in taktena punjita. Okay. So when we have this tendency to construct big buildings, but that tendency how they should fulfill by building temples for Krishna. Okay, and everything they should, whatever they are getting from Krishna, they should offer it to Krishna and accept prasadam. We should not fight among ourselves to take more than we need. Why fighting is that? Because if everybody takes whatever they need, then there won't be any fighting. But people are taking more what they need. More than what they need, they are taking. That's why there is fight. Because somebody is not getting anything. And powerful people have taken more, poor people are not getting anything, so they will do this thing and they will create new movement, okay, like that. So as Narada said to Maharaj Yudhishthira, yavat priyete chataram tavat sarvatvam hidehinam adhikam yo abhimanyeta sa istenum dandam arhati. One may claim proprietorship to as much wealth as required to maintain body and soul together. But one who desires proprietorship over more than that must be considered a thief, and he deserves to be punished by the laws of nature. Of course, we need to be maintained in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But since the Supreme Law, the personality of Godhead, has provided these necessities of life for the birds and bees, why not for mankind? Think, if Krishna is providing for birds and bees, why he will not provide for mankind? There is no need for economic development. Everything is provided. Therefore, one should understand that everything belongs to Krishna. And with this idea, one may take prasad. However, if one interferes with the allotments of others, he is a thief. We should not accept more than what we actually need. Therefore, if by chance we get an abundance of money, we should always consider that it belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Krishna consciousness, we are getting sufficient money, but we should never think that the money belongs to us. It belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and should be equally distributed to the workers, the devotees. No devotee should claim that any money or property belongs to him. If one thinks that any portion of property of this huge universe belongs to anyone, he is to be considered a thief and is punishable by the laws of nature. So think everybody is having the papers now, registry paper, house paper, and the field paper, and this belongs to me, this belongs to me. All are thief. Devi Esha Gunamayi Mamamaya Duratya. No one can surpass the vigilance of material nature or hide his intentions from nature. Hide his intentions, not only activity. Intentions also cannot be hide from material nature. Everything is witnessed. So even whatever one does, he will get the result. Good thing, good; bad thing, bad result. Okay, if human society unlawfully claims that the property of the universe, either partially or wholly, belongs to mankind, all of human society will be cursed as a society of thieves and will be punished by the laws of nature. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Bhagwan ki jai. Text 11 onwards, we will do tomorrow. Any quick question is there, you can ask. Now only 5 minutes are there in this meeting to end, so I will not start again. If you have any question, you can ask now. No question? Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai.